Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to do another Zepeto edit tutorial. First we're going to add another layer and choose a watercolor brush. And we're going to make our own hair. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it will kind of look ugly, but who cares? I'm doing my best. So I'm going in with light strokes at the end, so it kind of looks like a lot of hair, like a lot of strands of hair, single strings of hair, so you can kind of like see through the hair. So I'm really bad at voiceovers, so let's just talk, okay? So I really want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. I am now, I think, at 104 subscribers. I went really quick. I'm really thankful to everyone. 100 might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot to me. I just reached like 50 subscribers and I'm already at 100, and I don't know what it is, but I'm really grateful, and I just really want to say thank you. So yeah. So I'm now going back in with the hair, just kind of trying to add like another strings of another piece of hair at the top, but I don't really like that. So yeah, I think I was just going to delete this. So now you have this. I think I'm just gonna go for this hair shape, and I'm gonna try. It's not going to really look like a ponytail, but it will in the future. Trust me. So yeah, it kind of looks like a tail right now, but it'll look better. I promise you. So just keep going in with the water brush. Um, it's a regular brush. You don't have to pay for it. It's not. Don't have to download it. It's just a regular brush. So I'm gonna redo the whole ponytail because it looks kind of ugly. So. But the thing I did wrong here is the gravity here isn't going to the right, and it just goes down. So I was supposed to just put the hair straight down, but I didn't. I drew it the right side. I want to say right side up, but it's not the right side up. I drew it facing the right side, and that's not what I was supposed to do. I was just supposed to make it go straight down. But yeah, now we are going to choose a lighter color, and we are going to make the hair have different kind of colors in it. So like saturation and color, just like mine. Okay, my hair is one color, but sometimes blonde people are in just one color blonde. Sometimes they have strings of darker blonde, sometimes even brown, and yeah, it's just different kind of colors. And I'm gonna try recreating that here. So yeah, that's kind of this. Now I'm going to go to the other side and kind of make everything a little lighter. Now going into the ponytail. It's just pretty straightforward. It's just the watercolor brush makes like these kind of like strings, and I think it kind of looks like hair. Maybe you have a different kind of brush and you want to use, you just use whatever brush you want. I just think this brush looks cool. By the way, the eyes I'm going to do are inspired from Baby Zepeto. Normally, I don't really want to do that, but they're just really pretty. And I'm giving credit to her, so. But we're not at the eyes yet. I'm merging the two layers down, so the hair is one thing now. Now I'm going to redo the ponytail because I didn't like the shape of it. But I still did it kind of like wrong because now it's just like painting over the shoulder. It's just supposed to go straight down, and I just realized that. So I think I'm just gonna be done with the hair, and I'm going to go to the eyes. So I wanted to do something different with the eyes, but first we're going to shade. So I'm just going to straight up use a dark brownish color, and in the end I didn't really like it, so I am not going to shade in Procreate. I don't like shading in Procreate. Procreate is amazing for everything else, but not for shading, at least not for me. Or I'm gonna have to redo a skin, and I tried that once. It was kind of hard and it took a long time, but then you did have like something good. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna keep doing that, but yeah, we're just going to go in with a few colors and just going underneath the hair. So I guess shading effect. Sorry, I had to yawn. So I guess shading effect like that. I think it's kind of too rough, the shading, so I'm going to kind of try to blend that out with a blending tool. But yeah, I'm just going to continue shading in Ibis paint. So yeah, you all have Ibis paint, I guess. Just going to go in with the hands. At the end, I think I did too much at the hand, so it looks like the inside of her hands were black. Yeah, don't do that. So now I'm going to start with the eye. You're just going to choose a white color. Or no, not a white. You're going to use a black color because it's easier to see it like that. So when you use a black, you don't really see where you started. So if I were you, I would use a black. It's way easier to see it like that. Yeah, I'm going to use a black now as well. So I'm just going to outline the eyes. I'm going to give the eyes a little more shadow. Like, my eyes aren't completely like white. Mine, you have shading in your eye, I guess. I mean, I think you do. So I'm just outlining the eye and yeah. Then just make it black and then make it white. So yeah, now you have a white base. You are going to elf lock this. You can't go over the white, so the gray doesn't get on the skin. So you're gonna duplicate the white. Um, then I'm going to elf lock it. Then I'm going to choose an airbrush, make it gray. See, I'm like kind of like making it a gray color. You gotta choose an airbrush. That's not an airbrush. And just like that, you can make the eyes more detailed. So now we're going to merge it down so it's one thing. Now I'm going to make the pupils. I kind of want it to be a dark blue. So yeah, you have to position it like the same way the first pupil was, because otherwise it's going to look weird. Because maybe she looks, yeah, it'll just look strange. So now you're gonna go in with an airbrush and make a black pupil, I think. I'm dumb, sorry. Or iris, it's one of the two. I'm just going to position it right in the eye. You're gonna merge it down. Add another layer. Going in with a purple. Just giving it like a little stroke of purple in there. It looks really, really pale right now, but I mean, at the end, I think it looks better. I hope it looks better. So now going in with a light pen in a turquoise color. So now we're going to go in with a light pen and making it purple and making it down on the eye, so it kind of looks like a light reflection, like a pink light reflection. So now I'm going to make another dot right here, kind of above. Oh, with the airbrush, I'm making it purple and putting it right above the turquoise color. Now I'm going to go with a light pen, making white dots. So it kind of looks like a reflection in the eye. And just keep adding light reflections. So now just making a random heart right there. Now I'm just kind of fading away the turquoise because I think it was still too much. So like that. Then I went in with a blending tool, I think, and just made it kind of like, yeah, I'm going with the blending tool right now, so it looks cleaner. Yeah, just blending it out. So I think it looks way cleaner like this. Just kind of looks like a galaxy in the eyes. Now I'm going back in with an airbrush, making the iris or pupil or whatever it is a little bigger and a little more seeable. So yeah, I think the eyes look good like this. I'm gonna merge it down again. Going with some turquoise light reflections. And then I decided to do a stroke, but with white. Now I'm just going to duplicate it and put it on the right side. So you go back to layers, you duplicate the eye layer, and then you just move it. So what I'm now going to do is add a photo. So the background, I'm just going to add it and just make it bigger. So this is the background I'm going to use. So what I'm now going to do is add lashes. So I'm really bad at drawing eyelashes. So what I'm going to do is I just have a PNG of eyelashes and I'm just going to use it as eyelashes. You can just make it smaller and you can just use as eyelashes. They kind of look like drag eyelashes, but who cares? And you're also just going to do this on the other side. You can duplicate it and just put it on the other side. So now you're just going to save your image. You do that by selecting the image, then save it as a PNG, and there's save image. Then you are going to use the lovely Ibis paint. I love Ibis paint. It's really easy to shade. I use it to shade all the time. Procreate is an amazing app for everything but shading because I really don't know how to shade on Procreate, and I think Ibis Paint is just way easier to paint on, so I really recommend you using Ibis Paint as well. So you're just going to add a layer. I haven't been Ibis Paint for a long time, so kind of figuring out what to do. But you are going to go to layer and then choose multiply. If you choose multiply, you will just add like shading. You just make the colors darker. So I'm just gonna choose this color, this dark color. And yeah, then you're just going to shade at the nose. Oh, you gotta choose an airbrush. So first choose an airbrush, and then you can just easily shade. You can go heavy on the shading. I like heavy shading. And if at the end it's too heavy, you can always just blur it out because there is a blur, really easy blur option here. So that's also really helpful in Ibis Paint. Now I'm just going to get everything a little shady. So now we are going to blur everything out. Um, First going to add some cheekbone shading. Shading on the forehead. Sorry if this video doesn't have like music or something, or it's really long. It's because this edit took me about an hour to make, and this was an hour recording. And I've been editing for a long time. So now we're just going to blur everything out. It just makes everything a little lighter, and I think it just makes everything a little better. Now you're just going to add a highlight layer. Then you're going to choose on add, the layer add, and it will just make every color light up, I guess. In a different way that the Procreate one does. But I guess you could also use it like that. Instead of using the light pen, you can just use the add layer. See, it just makes everything kind of like light up. So I'm just going to put some on the hand, and then you're just going to blur everything out. So now we've done some shading in the hair. Now we're going to add some highlight in the hair, just kind of making some kind of light reflections. It doesn't really make sense at this picture because it's kind of like nighttime, but I still think it adds more life to the picture. So just kind of making the hair really shiny. And sorry this video is out on not on a Friday because I did another speed edit tutorial, but I wasn't really satisfied with that one, so I just did a new one, and I'm kind of happy with this one. I mean, it's the first time I actually drew my own hair. So we're just gonna save it as a PNG, and yeah, that's basically it. The next step is going to be optional. You don't need to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So now we are going to add tears to my Zepeto. So you can just, of course, use a white brush, a white color. I mean, you're going to go to the Lumens brush set, go into the light pen, and you can just draw the tears. I'm trying to draw different kind of tears. They kind of look weird, but I mean, I'm kind of happy with how they turned out. So yeah, you just do this on both sides, and yeah, that's basically it. Then you're practically done. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Of course, you can always recreate these tutorials. That's what they're for. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you recreated my tutorial. That's what tutorials are for. If you are posting this on Instagram, please tag me and BB Zepeto because the eyes are inspired by her. Yeah, or if it's just for yourself, just to look at, be proud of yourself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up, and yeah, bye.